All right, what's up guys? Unfortunately, I forgot my mic at home, so we're gonna go with camera audio for now, unless I see an affordable either lav or a shotgun mic at Target. It's possible. And if I do, I'll buy it and we'll use it for this trip. But we have to go grocery shopping. We just landed yesterday. Today's Wednesday. Our competition is Saturday. So we've got plenty of time to kind of get situated. This is my first day of doing the gut cut and water loading and whatnot. Weight's been pretty good, but yeah, so I'm gonna take you with me so you can see what it is that I would get when I'm on my little water cut, gut cut protocol going into the meet. And yeah, let's just do it. Oh yes, the heart of the cards. Okay. So listen, something that not many people tell you about. The importance of playing trap cards, okay? So in preparation for our meet, I just might have to get this 25th anniversary quarter century Yu-Gi-Oh tin. And see, everybody's all about Pokemon, but the real intellectuals of society, they play Yu-Gi-Oh. This is 22 bucks.
No, we're not.
We're not?
No.
We're not.
No.
Yeah, that was a dumb idea. I don't know why you would recommend that. Oh, but it does have the win free. And, okay, all right. All right. They'd only help me in my competition, but who cares about that? Okay, fine. Let's keep it moving. One of the first things on the list is I need to get some more electrolyte packets. I did bring some with me, but what I brought is Pedialyte, like bottles of Pedialyte, mainly because I never like to run the risk of a store not having them, depending on where I'm traveling to. In the past, almost everywhere I've traveled to for a meet, especially if it was internationally, they did not have the type of surplus in consumer goods as we have here in the States, most especially here in Atlanta. So I'm lucky. Here, we're gonna have no issues, but sometimes when you're in South Africa, Malta, Turkey, like you're just not gonna have access to stuff. So you always gotta try and pick up the stuff that you think you may not have access to later on that you really need. So I brought that with me, but I would like to make sure I have some extra, I call them like salt sticks, but you know, it's just electrolyte packets and stuff. So we don't need anything too serious. I just like to compare. We're gonna go liquid IV. That's a sugar-free, we don't care about that.
We also still have two.
Yeah, just grab one more bunch. Morning number 1. Morning number 2. Morning number 3. Breakfast yogurts, have about 4 every single morning. So I might grab some more yogurt though, just for during the day if I want to have more protein and have that protein not just come from protein powder and like peanut butter and stuff. So peanut butter is a go-to option for me to get my fats in, especially healthy fats and protein as well. So this paired with rice cakes and some honey is a banger meal, super filling, all of that. So yeah, so we're gonna go with organic peanut butter. This has no sugar added and most importantly, no salt added. So 0 milligrams of sodium, which means this is a very, very water cut safe food. Is this the candy item? Oh no, but we do need to actually put it on the side, to be honest with you. Do I look cute with my glasses? I don't think YouTube's seen me with my glasses.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, one little classic thing, I don't know if I really fuck with it, but I've been doing it almost every single meet I've ever competed in, is to do some white rice or jasmine rice day of the meet with some very, very high sodium, like soy teriyaki sauce. So, let's do, I usually like try and heat up about 2 cups of rice, but during meet day, I'm so full from all the sodium, the water I'm taking in, plus all like the dextrose, like just the carbs, the straight carbs that I'm putting in, straight sugar. And I never really finished 2 cups of rice, but what is this? We could probably just do 2 of these, honestly, in case I do want to have some rice before the meet. So like later today, tomorrow, something like that. But 1,050 milligrams. Holy shit, that thing's gonna taste terrible. I'll put that in the well. People are gonna keep coming back for more of those. Still need fiber gummies.
You can't see anything.
Maybe veggies and lox. That's right, salmon. Yeah, veggies. No. This is the aisle. Alright, so when I was younger, in my youth, in my early days, when I was young, naive, and innocent, I used to get the majority of my meat week diet all in this aisle, pure candy. And then I realized that's a great way to miss weight. So now I'm smarter. I shop at all the aisles first, all the other aisles first, and then I come here and we'll select maybe like 3 items, okay? In all honesty, meat day, you really aren't gonna rip through that much candy. Not nearly as much as you think you want to. You're gonna get sick of it pretty fast, especially if you normally eat a relatively healthy diet, which is someone like myself. So it just becomes a little too much. Skittles are a go-to for me, and then I select maybe like 1 or 2 other things that might look really good, look really appetizing. So the day of the meet, I'll have like 1 pack of candy, maybe 2. But really the day before the meet is when I'm gonna have the majority of my candy, because all of my carbs, I really want it to be super, super low volume stuff. So let's look for some candy. Not bad, look at that muscle right there. God damn. Okay. All right guys, little pro tip. Bring one of your carry-on suitcases to the grocery store to help you carry up all the like really annoying heavy stuff, or even just fit in some of the stuff that fits. So this is one of the things I got. Now normally I wouldn't do these like microwavable meals. Most places don't have a microwave to begin with. This place does, which is great. But also, usually microwavable meals, you can't really trust what's in it, the quality of it, / the amount of sodium, right? So this is actually relatively low sodium. So it's 260 milligrams of sodium per serving. Again, leading into the meat, my sodium count is going to be a little bit higher. So Lane, Lane Norton handles my usually meat week protocol. My NAPF protocol, which we used back in August, called for about 6,500 milligrams of sodium for the first few days leading up to the meet. And then I believe starting 2 days out is when we kind of cut it, so that would be starting tomorrow. Now, I still haven't even come close to that today. I think I've maybe touched around, I'm gonna say 1,000 most. So we're about to have lunch. This would put me at around 500 or a little bit more just from this meal alone. So we're still on pace. Again, my point is I wouldn't have this close to the meat. We're still in a spot where having a little bit more sodium in our diet is fine. So instead of salting my foods, this basically is it's almost as if I salted my own grilled chicken, home cooked grilled chicken. This we'll probably have for dinner as well, and that'll probably be my last whole foods meal for the week, because then I'll have Thursday and Friday where I'm basically just gonna be sticking to the rice cakes and honey and peanut butter and protein shakes and that sort of thing, and then same thing pretty much Friday, and then the morning of the meet, same thing. Yeah, so we want to savor it, you know what I mean? So let's make sure we do this ounces, but it's fine. So what we'll do is we'll track it as 6.5, 7, just to be safe. So we got this chicken, and then we're gonna do either fruit and a sweet potato, and that's our meal. All right. After I eat this, we'll walk you through what we got. I'm gonna walk you guys real quick through pretty much everything we got from the grocery store. So everything's a fucking mess, but we've got lots of rice cakes here. These 2 chocolate ones are really tasty. I'm allowed to have these pretty much today, tomorrow, and that's it. The rest of these, the lightly salted ones, the super low sodium ones, that's gonna be for Friday mainly, and then a little bit of Thursday, but mainly Friday, and then obviously if I do eat it all on Saturday, which I probably won't, but if I do, then that will be for that. Usually my go-to is to put the peanut butter and the honey on that. It's a great meal, great snack. If I need more protein, pretty much all of my protein, once I'm on my low gut volume diet, comes from my protein powder. Protein powder, and then any extra carbs that I want to get that I maybe don't get from this, I just use dextrose. That's totally fine. I'm used to that. I put that in all my shakes anyway. So we've got plenty of water. All that stuff's good. We got some fruit, grapes, blueberries over there, some bananas. Yep. Sweet potatoes. I just had a sweet potato with the chicken. I probably will do one more sweet potato maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have another one of these tonight. We'll see. But trying to keep it somewhat healthy, and I try and, look, my weight coming into this competition has been pretty decent. Weirdly, I've been losing weight. All I did was just clean up my diet a little bit, but I really didn't do much. I've been maintaining my step count 100%. I have been under a lot of stress recently because of some business stuff and then personal life stuff, so maybe that's contributing to it. But I started probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was 210. And I want to say as of last weekend, I was 209-ish. This morning I was 206.8. Now, I don't know how much I trust that. I still have to check my scales, which we're going to do when we go to the equipment check tonight, meaning I take the scale I brought here and I compare it to the scale that they're going to have weigh-ins with at the meet. So you always want to compare your scales. I don't know how much I trust the 206.8. I'm not going to lie to you. If I had to guess, I'm going to overestimate myself at like 210 right now, even though I'm technically 206.8. So because my weight is so close to what I have to weigh in at, which is 205, I'm not as concerned about the gut cut as much. It's more so just making sure I have a way to lose that pound to 5 pounds of water that I need to lose, right? And so I would like to do that through the sauna the morning of. Hotel sauna doesn't get hot enough. We're going to have to check out the LA Fitness down the road. But if none of the saunas work, then we're going to really have to rely on pulling sodium, the water load and all this gut manipulation, the fiber manipulation, all that stuff. So, yeah. But if I didn't have to worry about that and the sauna works, I just want to stick to as close to my usual diet as possible, while maybe removing some of that normal, like, weird gut mass, So that's why I had the chicken with the sweet potato. Normally, obviously, I would do steak and stuff like that, but I don't know, that's risking it a little bit if I were to go out and get steak. I don't know what they're cooking with and stuff. So, yeah, keep it relatively normal. And at the end of the day, as long as I'm getting my calories in, I'll feel pretty normal. So, okay. We pretty much got everything over there, right? That ghost protein is from my brother. Heidi bought that. Yeah. This is just jasmine rice, like I said. I don't know if I'm really going to have this until the meet. I don't know. We'll see. Some candy. I did get a little bit more candy than usual, but I just really wanted to try the sour strips. I probably won't have sour strips at the meet day. I'll just have this, the tiny Skittles. You have to have the tiny Skittles, and some of the Starbursts. The thing is too. Look, you got a handler. Like Ray's gonna be there. So what if he gets hungry? You know what I mean? The soy sauce. We have fruit, bananas, and then over here we've got tons of electrolyte stuff. These are the Pedialytes for the meat that I'm pretty much going to be drinking all meat day. You'd be surprised how many I rip through. We've got 6 here, and I'll probably make like my normal recomp shake. We've got 6 here. I will probably get through at least 4 of these during the meet, honestly. Depending on how hot it is, how much I'm sweating and stuff, you just constantly want to replace those fluids. In terms of these electrolyte packets, this is really good for helping you control your sodium intake, not just during the meet, but then especially leading up to the meet. You can never have enough of these. So some people may say like that's fucking overkill. I've got a gazillion packets here, but I'm telling you, you can never have enough of them, and you're always going to use them. I use them every training session. Usually I just buy like an actual, box of, or carton, whatever the fucking tin, can, whatever the fuck. But the packets make it easy when you're traveling. So I overbought for sure, but I'm going to be using them throughout the rest of my preps, you know what I mean, when we're prepping for Worlds 2025. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything. There's some other stuff that I brought with me that we didn't buy from the food mart, but we got a bunch of yogurts. I guess that's the last thing I could talk about. We got a bunch of yogurts in here. All of these are mine. These Siggies right here. I like yogurt as a great, and orange juice, although.
Grab it before it falls out.
What'd you do?
The chicken.
Just show the chicken. Oh, show the yogurt. Yep. Yeah, this was the chicken that we had. It's actually pretty good, though, honestly. It tasted pretty good. So we'll finish that tonight. And then the orange juice Heidi got. But yogurt is a great option if you are low gut, something that's healthy, cheap, easy to find, and higher in protein, lower in fat. It's very difficult to find that anywhere. So yogurt is like a great option for that. It doesn't really fuck up my stomach, especially this yogurt. So that's 16 grams of protein, 11 grams of carbs, so a pretty great ratio there. I have about 4 every morning. And then obviously when I'm on a gut cut, I'll usually sprinkle in some more yogurt throughout the day. But it's 0 fat. And I try and keep my fats as low as possible from anything other than a healthy fat source. So if it's coming from peanut butter, fine. Avocados, fine. What else has healthy fats? Like olive oil. When I'm home, I usually use olive oil a lot. But when I'm here, peanut butter is the easiest. Fats coming from anything else, to me, not worth the calories because it's not healthy for me. It's not really worth it. And my body can't really do much with it. So I'd rather take those calories and push them all into my carbs than chew up my calorie count through shitty fats that my body, they're just not optimal for my body to begin with when compared to healthier fats. fats. So that's fucking everything, I think. Yeah, like I said, my game plan, pretty simple. We'll just keep weighing ourselves. We're going to check out that sauna. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that sauna gets hot enough. This is not the first time I've had this situation. So, in fact, last Nationals in Reno, we had the same situation. We stayed at a hotel. They had two different types of saunas, a steam sauna and a traditional sauna. Neither of those saunas got hot enough for me to really sweat because there was a state law that inhibited hotels, or I guess maybe anybody who has a sauna, from having their sauna go up past a certain temperature, which kind of fucking defeats the whole purpose of a sauna, especially if it's a traditional, right? So we couldn't sweat in Reno. We just did not have a good way of doing it. And then also I really fucked up my gut cut. I was cutting down from like 217, 218, not 207. You know what I mean? There's a big fucking difference. So not only did I not have a way to sweat reliably, but I was also extremely heavy. So that was just a recipe for disaster. Here, pretty much opposite situation, but still, again, we're learning from our past. There is no other hotel in... Is your arm getting tired, by the way? Okay. There's no other... Gotta check on the baby. There is no other hotel within like a 30-minute radius of the meet that has a sauna. This was the only one. This one was 25 minutes away. With traffic, it's like 35. And that kind of sucks, not being able to walk across the street to the convention center, but it's also kind of good because it displaces me. You know, I'm not here to commiserate. I'm not here to talk to people. I'm not here to say hello and hi and what's up. I'm here to rest, recover, focus, maybe get some work done, and then go compete. All right, so it's kind of nice to be displaced from it all, but it does suck that it's a travel. That said, this was the only hotel with a sauna. The sauna does not work, essentially, right? It doesn't get hot enough. That's exactly what happened in Reno. So we've already tried to make one preparation where we pick a hotel that actually has a sauna. That fell through. So now we're going to go ahead and look in the surrounding area, some gyms, and hopefully those saunas will work or be hot enough. And I think they will. I think LA Fitness will be perfectly fine. But I say that all to say, you have to learn from the mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. It's totally okay. Sometimes, especially someone like myself, I have a thick fucking skull. It takes failing and making the same mistake 3 times at least. Do you have to cough?
I have to go on a call.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do you need me to shut the fuck up, though? Because I can just wrap it up in like 5 seconds. Okay. But my point is, it's going to, you have to embrace the adversity, learn from the mistakes, no matter how many times it takes. Just make sure that you're constantly trying to learn from them and be prepared for everything. There are going to be a lot of externals, aka or i.e. rather, the fact that this hotel doesn't have a sauna that works, right? There's going to be externals that I'm not in control of, but I am in control of my own effort, and part of that effort means preparation, right? So you have to be prepared. We tried to be as prepared as possible by picking a hotel that would have a sauna. Didn't work out. Let's keep figuring it out. So that's that simple. That's pretty much the plan. That's the protocol as of right now. The water loading, sodium loading, I'm not really aiming to kill it. Do I have like one more second? Okay. I'm not really looking to kill myself with the sodium just yet and kill myself with the water loading just yet. I don't really want to have to manipulate all of that. Even the fiber and stuff, I'm taking a little bit more fiber just in case I need to pull it out. But I don't really want to manipulate it all too much. Even like the gut volume stuff, I kind of want to stick to just wholesome regular meals if I can, because it feels better on my body. And again, if I'm this close to my weight, as long as I have a way to sweat, we'll be okay, you know? So, yeah. But anyway, that's the grocery haul for today. Hopefully I'll be able to record a couple more videos as we go and upload them before Nationals. But if not, I will see you on the other side. All right? So, yeah, I'll see you guys later.